Good afternoon. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this lesson. So this is the last lesson for today, which is our daily or our afternoon meeting. So it's the wrap up of the day. Okay, so let me just go ahead and go over the schedule. Okay, I think, okay, so I know I do need to make some changes to it, but tomorrow, so our schedule for tomorrow is going to be sort of like it is it has been for the last few Wednesdays that we've been doing distance learning. I'm going to do my calendar time in the morning at 9. And then Teacher Leonard is going to do a reading lesson at 9:30. I'm going to do math at 10 o'clock. And that is, I'm going to be doing money math. And then 10:30, Teacher Joaquin usually does a lesson. And in that lesson, it has been actually the speech, their speech teacher, which is Marisol. She is doing a speech lesson usually. Okay, and then Teacher Phil does social studies at 11. Okay, and then the rest of the day is pre-recorded lessons. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that the same. And because Wednesday is minimum day schedule also, so we'll be done a little bit earlier. And so that's tomorrow. Okay, and so right now let's go ahead and do the daily reflection. Well, first let me show you. So I've posted the math lesson from earlier, which is the schedule and time, telling time. I also posted the English language arts or reading lesson. We read the book today, Pam's Healthy Snack, and the writing lesson, the National Day Journal for today, and the calendar from this morning's calendar time, and the morning writing assignment, the winter journal page. Okay, so I still have to post the science that I just did about skin, the life science lesson, and then I'll also post this lesson. So 2 more lessons are still going up, but let's go ahead and do our daily reflection page. So first I'm going to print my name. And okay, so today is January, so it's 1. The day is 12, and the year is 21. Okay, and daily reflection, how was your day? So my day was it a 1, which is the worst, very, very, very bad. Okay, all the way to a 7, which is the best day, or somewhere in between. So my day was, I will say it was in between. We'll say either a 5 or a 6. I'll go ahead and circle the 6 because it was nice. I did have 2 students that joined me for Zoom, so hopefully more of you will join me tomorrow and I'll be happier. Okay, so that was good. A couple of you did really good today. You were on most of the lessons. Okay, and how did you do your best today? I did my best by A, working hard, or 1, working hard, 2, making safe choices, 3, being a good friend, 4, listening to teachers, or 5, following rules. I was working today. Were you? I am gonna circle working hard because I was working. And I know there's a couple other students that were working hard today, but if you weren't working, that's okay. You can circle something else, like maybe following the rules or listening to your teachers at home, your parents, or being a good friend or making safe choices. How did you do? And how could you have done better? I could have done better by working hard, making safe choices, being a good friend, listening to teachers, or following rules. I don't know. So maybe if you were not working very much today, you would circle working hard. You could work harder. We all could work harder. I'm just gonna circle maybe following rules. Okay. And what was your favorite part of school today? Was it reading, math, lunch, art, or music, PE, technology, therapy, or other? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and circle reading. I like the reading today. And so now I'm gonna draw a picture of my day. Okay, I know this is not a very good picture, but this is a picture of me reading. Okay, so reading was, we did a lot of reading today. Okay, so that is our daily reflection. And for the last part of the day, since we did a lot of reading, I will show you a video. So we're talking all about health. So earlier we talked about skin. And so now I'll show you a video about your brain and how the food you eat affects your brain. So let's watch the video.
If you sucked all of the moisture out of your brain and broke it down to its constituent nutritional content, what would it look like? Most of the weight of your dehydrated brain would come from fats, also known as lipids. In the remaining brain matter, you would find proteins and amino acids, traces of micronutrients, and glucose. The brain is, of course, more than just the sum of its nutritional parts, but each component does have a distinct impact on functioning, development, mood, and energy. So that post-lunch apathy or late-night alertness you might be feeling, well, that could simply be the effects of food on your brain. Of the fats in your brain, the superstars are omegas 3 and 6. These essential fatty acids, which have been linked to preventing degenerative brain conditions, must come from our diets. So eating omega-rich foods like nuts, seeds, and fatty fish is crucial to the creation and maintenance of cell membranes. And while omegas are good fats for your brain, long-term consumption of other fats, like trans and saturated fats, may compromise brain health. Meanwhile, proteins and amino acids, the building block nutrients of growth and development, manipulate how we feel and behave. Amino acids contain the precursors to neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that carry signals between neurons, affecting things like mood, sleep, attentiveness, and weight. They're one of the reasons we might feel calm after eating a large plate of pasta, or more alert after a protein-rich meal. The complex combinations of compounds in food can stimulate brain cells to release mood-altering norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. But getting to your brain cells is tricky, and amino acids have to compete for limited access. A diet with a range of foods helps maintain a balanced combination of brain messengers and keeps your mood from getting skewed in one direction or the other. Like the other organs in our bodies, our brains also benefit from a steady supply of micronutrients. Antioxidants in fruits and vegetables strengthen the brain to fight off free radicals that destroy brain cells, enabling your brain to work well for a longer period of time. And without powerful micronutrients like the vitamins B6, B12, and folic acid, our brains would be susceptible to brain disease and mental decline. Trace amounts of the minerals iron, copper, zinc, and sodium are also fundamental to brain health and early cognitive development. In order for the brain to efficiently transform and synthesize these valuable nutrients, it needs fuel, and lots of it. While the human brain only makes up about 2% of our body weight, it uses up to 20% of our energy resources. Most of this energy comes from carbohydrates that our body digests into glucose or blood sugar. The frontal lobes are so sensitive to drops in glucose, in fact, that a change in mental function is one of the primary signals of nutrient deficiency. Assuming that we are getting glucose regularly, how does the specific type of carbohydrates we eat affect our brains? Carbs come in three forms: starch, sugar, and fiber. While on most nutrition labels, they are all lumped into one total carb count, the ratio of the sugar and fiber subgroups to the whole amount affect how the body and brain respond. A high glycemic food, like white bread, causes a rapid release of glucose into the blood, and then comes the dip. Blood sugar shoots down, and with it, our attention span and mood. On the other hand, oats, grains, and legumes have slower glucose release, enabling a steadier level of attentiveness. For sustained brain power, opting for a varied diet of nutrient-rich foods is critical. When it comes to what you bite, chew, and swallow, your choices have a direct and long-lasting effect on the most powerful organ in your body.
Okay, so that's the end of that. Well, that was very interesting. Also very technical and very sciencey, but that's another reason why you have to stay healthy and eat healthy. Okay, so that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 for our morning meeting, hopefully. Have a good day, guys. Bye.